yn dal I dyfu yma drwy'r amser. Nelson Mandela yw I cri a'i can.
Because of Mandela.
A dyma chi y ciw sy'n symud yn ara bach I ddal y bws I gludo'r bobl yma I adeiladu'r llywodraeth. Maen nhw'n aros yn amyneddgar ers orie'n barod. Mae'r criw, credwch neu bido, yn mynd lan a lawr y stryd hon 6 o weithiau i'r stryd nesa a'r stryd nesa wedyn. Fe fydd y bobl yma am gryn amser eto.
Salute! Salute!
Until today, some of us wouldn't be granted the jobs that we have if it wasn't for the principles of this man. We are part of history, but we are also here more than anything to celebrate his life.
Dylan Thomas performed under Milkwood here in New York City for the first time in 1953. It's a place he described as the City of Towers. And during his 4 trips here in the early 50s, he wrote how he struggled with the scale of the city in letters home.
I have no idea what on earth I am doing here in the very loud, mad middle of the last empire on earth.
Here, each night, I have to take things to sleep.
Everybody uses the telephone all the time. It's like breathing.
Fire brigades, ambulances, all with their banshee sirens, wailing and screaming, seem never to stop.
The stage is set just like it was for the first performance of Under Milkwood on the 14th of May 1953, and it was in this very seat that Dylan sat and performed to a crowd of almost 1,000 people. A century since his birth, many visitors to New York shared Dylan Thomas's fear and fascination with the city, a place where his legacy remains. Thomas Morgan, BBC News, New York City.
Yr adeilad yma yng nghanol ddinas oedd y canolbwynt yr helynt dy Sadwrn diwetha. Mae pobl oedd yn ymosod ar yr adeilad yma wedi cael eu harestio a'i cadw, a dyna pham bod rhai canodd y bobl yr ochr draw i'r ffordd yn protestio ac yn gofyn iddyn nhw cael eu rhyddhau. Rwan, rhag ofn y byd na helynt heno yma, mae'r holl heddlu arfog yma yn gwarchod yr adeilad yma mwyn sicrhau na fydd na rhagor o wrthdystio a rhagor o protestio heno yma. Mae llawer llai o bobl wedi meddiannu y sgwâr yma yng nghanol Kiev bellach. Ac bod llawer iawn o bobl wedi mynd yn ôl i'w gwaith, rhywben o bob dydd mi welwch chi ganodd o bobl yn dod ger y wynebau yma I feddwl ac I bendroni am beth sydd wedi digwydd yn Kiev. Mae'r bobl yma I gyd wedi colli I bywydau yn ystod y protestio.
Trap number 8, we've got healthy looking badger, happy to vaccinate. Now it's a question of checking this badger, leaving it for 5-10 seconds to make sure there is an allergic reaction to the vaccine, and it seems perfectly fine to me. So it's a question of stand back and out we go.
With tensions running high, the barriers were breached.
The protesters are so angered they've broken through the barriers and come to survey the damage for themselves. 200,000 pieces of tile and mosaic smashed to smithereens. They say this is an act of cultural vandalism.
Emergency crews worked tirelessly to try and bring the men to the surface, skills honed in exercises like this. It was hoped they may have made their way to air pockets underground.
Nobody could have done any more glacier. From the amount of time we spent there, most of the men didn't have any sleep. It was obviously upsetting for everybody involved, but we were adamant we weren't leaving there until every man was out.
How's it been on the way up, Ali?
Quite tough. It's quite heavy actually. So we've all been taking turns and it's been quite tough.
But how does it feel to be carrying it to the peak of Snowdon?
Great, brilliant to bring it back into Canberra, on the peak of Snowdon, top of Wales.